everybody, and welcome to my channel, The Stitchin' Adventurer. My name is Jackie, and I call it The Stitchin' Adventurer because I like to go on adventures and take my stitching with me. I do all kinds of fiber crafts here and the occasional paper crafting. I don't do that as often as I used to because I have found there is a limit to how many places you have to put junk journals. And so, and really, a good deal of the world doesn't understand the concept behind junk journals. So there's even a limit to how many of them you can give away as gifts. But I really enjoy the making of them, so I still do paper arts sometimes. I just am trying to learn to apply them in different things, the same skills. So when I come across something like that I really want to do, I will let y'all know and I will share it with you. But most of the time, you're going to see right now, I am trying to improve in all my areas of fiber arts. I'm doing a lot of cross stitching. I'm doing a lot of slow stitching and fabric and collage and quilt collaging. And I am also doing regular quilting and wool work. So what can I say? I'm delving into all sorts of stuff. So I'm having to rearrange even my cross stitching so that I have time to do all the different things that I'm interested in doing, because I really find I'm having equal interest in all aspects of them. I don't want to focus on only one. So now right now I am going to be doing a lot of project bags. I enjoy making them, and I was just going to give them all away. But I've since had a talking to by a relative, and they say, Jackie, if you don't want to deal with the tax results of it all, get a CPA. So that's what I'll do. Hopefully, yeah, and if the CPA costs too much, it just comes out and it comes out of your business expense. So I'm going to get myself some books to keep, and I'm going to go ahead I have an Etsy shop already. There's just not been anything in it for about 3 years. I checked, and surprisingly enough, it's still there, and I can still use it. So I'm going to be making project bags, and not only for here, but to sell at my sister-in-law's farmer's market table that she's going to do this summer. She does her eggs there. They do she does basket weaving. She does that there. Just various and sundry things. Now, I mentioned the last time that I had y'all on that I'd been busy putting together everything so I could kit up various projects for the year. And that is still going on. But as I mentioned, the project bags that I want to make, I've got the outside stuff for them all to make beautiful project bags. I've got zippers by the yard, colors that you just can't imagine. I am still waiting for my Annie Soft and Stable. I know that's more expensive, but it's just what I like to use. I think it gives a much more professional finish to the bags. And but I don't have anything, but I have one piece of fabric that I think will work well for a lining material. Everything else, I just thought, this is too fantastic for an outside of the bag. I don't want to put it on the inside of a bag. So what happened was I noticed when I was on the Fat Quarter Shop that they had mystery boxes of 108-inch fabrics. And it's by the pound, so it was they're 18-pound boxes, and they basically said that it was a $499 value box, and that you were getting it for $199. Now, and I went down and read the reviews, and it sounded like an awful lot of the fabric that people got. Now, I just got on to the little Dotson. He is liable to go do something that is similar to a toddler throwing a temper tantrum. We'll see what happens. And you might see he's over there very upset. And you might see the camera shake, okay? But anyway, most of Lori Holt's 108-inch wide backing fabric sells for right at $20 a yard, $19.98 a yard. And I figured it out, 20 yards of it is not $499. However, I still think that $199 is better than paying $20 a yard. It's still cheaper than getting it at $20 a yard, because this is supposed to average about 20 yards of 108-inch fabric. So I figure I should be able to get a decent amount of bag linings out of that, and they should be really cute bag linings if most of it is Lori Holt, like the other reviewers said. Now, I did say that there could be some of the, it's a fabric that's similar to Minky, only it's another brand and designer. And the designer, I looked up the name of the designer, and it was like Juvenile Prints. It said there could be some of that in there. I hope I don't get any of that. I'm not into juvenile prints, and none of the things I plan on making will be a juvenile print. However, I have family members who do things like that. So if it's not the entirety of the box, if I still feel like I'm getting my money's worth without it, then I'll be happy with the box, and I may order another box next month if they still have them. So without further ado, let's open this mystery box and see what we have. It's going to take me a minute because I'm working around these two dogs. So I will be doing some editing. My apologies if I miss any of that in the editing process. All right, so let's see what we have. I'm really excited because there have been some gorgeous, now this is a Christmas fabric, but I really like it, and I will be doing some Christmas, and there's at least a yard of this. Well, I don't know when it comes to 108-inch, but there is a lot of it here. And I'm just going to not open it up all the way to show you. See it? It's like holly leaves, and it's kind of part of the modern trend to use some different colors. So it's kind of a turquoise with navy blue. And I wanted to see who it was that made this. See if there's enough of the... It's Riley Blake. It's Hometown Holiday by Lori Holt. A Bee in My Bonnet. Isn't that cool? Yeah. All right, there's very happy with that one. Here is another one. And I think, if I'm not correct, it said that they were Riley Blake fabrics, except... No, it didn't say that. It just said assorted. This one's Marcus Fabrics. Just doesn't say what line it's from. Just copyright protected. Now this, there's not as much of this one as there is the other one, but look at it. Isn't it pretty? I'm going to hold it up so you can see the color. I mean the pattern, and then I'm going to pull it back because you'll get a better idea of the color. It's kind of a brownish gold, or kind of a neutral color. I really like that. And now the barn cat, which is right outside my door over here, is now yowling. All right, this one's cute. This one's Backings and Borders by Lori Holt, A Bee in My Bonnet. But one line is it? It's been cut. So all I really see is that it's Backings and Borders by Lori Holt, A Bee in My Bonnet. And this is little flowers and little baby chicks. So there is the pattern. The chicks go all sort of different directions. So I think this is probably the... And there's a... This is a pretty good size piece as well. I am very happy so far. Okay. And this, once again, is turquoise and white. And it's a lighter turquoise than this other one. What I'll do is I will try to fold these more formally later. Sorry, guys. Don't say I didn't warn you. Now these are highly unusual. I don't know quite what to make of this. I'll show you the pattern. Don't know if that's going to make a good lining. Let's see. They almost look like little Christmas bulbs made into flowers. Let's see if I can find a selvage that says anything. I mean, there is selvage here, but so far none of it doesn't feel like cotton. I don't know what that is. There's no name brand or anything there. Tell me if you know in the comments if you know what line this is. I'm very curious about it. I would probably be more inclined to use that on the outside than the inside, but it might be Halloween, and I really don't do Halloween, so I don't know what that is. It's very unusual, to say the least. Okay. Okay. And I will hold it up to the camera so you can see the pattern. And then I will pull it back from the pattern so you can kind of see this is kind of reds and pinks and mustard colored flowers. This is Cookbook, Riley Blake Designs by Lori Holt of Bee in My Bonnet. So most of it has been Lori Holt so far. Okay, and here's the next one. You can see how big these bundles are. Now the next one's Autumn by Lori Holt of Bee in My Bonnet. It's kind of a royal blue with mustard and avocado green and kind of turquoise colored flowers in there. That's pretty. This is a Christmas fabric. And this is from MarcusFabrics.com. Maverick, no. No. Okay, MarcusFabrics.com. I have a very needy Dotson. And I'd say 3/4 of my life I spent with him. And it's called Premium Quilt Backs from Marcus Fabrics. This could make an outside or a lining. This is a really dainty, perfect for a lining. It's kind of like a gray with little white and beige flowers. The flowers are kind of beigey centered, and it's going to be kind of hard to see, I think. Let's see who makes it. Kimberbell Quilt Back by Maywood Studio. I don't ever look at Kimberbell stuff at all when I see the name pop up, because I just associate them with machine embroidery, and my machines don't any of them embroidery. Ooh, grunge. I love grunge fabric. Let's see. It's kind of a grayish blue. And of course, this is grunge. We know who makes grunge. It's Moda. Yep, Moda fabric. Made in Pakistan. I hope that with some of these industries coming back to the United States, that we can get some good fabric company. I know that our fabric would go up, but it's going up anyway due to the tariffs and stuff. So let's just get it making it back here. That's what I say. used to be an industry that we... Oh, this is an interesting... Who makes this? Okay, so you can see this is a bright fabrics. Very bright, and I like it. I don't know if I want to use that for lining either. This keeps happening because I think the fabric is so pretty. This is made by Binartex Secret Garden, it's called. From Cora's Sweet Garden by Cora's Quilts. By Sheila Cavanagh. That's pretty, isn't it? Guys, I'll use everything so far. And this is really neat too. It's a grunge and it's a gray and white, kind of off-white grunge with polka dots on it. Pretty cool, huh? Let's see who that's made by. If it's made by by Moda. Yep, it's still by Moda as well. Let's see. Just love it. Love it. Here's another Christmas fabric. And I will be making a few Christmas bags. So, you know, I'm not totally against getting any Christmas at all. I just did not want a box where everything was Christmas. So, and this one has some things are right side up, some things are right side down. Definitely a cool Christmas fabric. Is this a white Kona cotton? Did they make Kona cottons in 108-inch wide? There's not really, oh, here's the selvage, but it doesn't have any maker's mark on it. So I don't know, but it's a white cotton. To be honest with you, I will probably use this for embroidery. I love getting things like this. And some of them I will dye, some of them I leave and I embroidery on them. This looks like one of those pseudo quilt fabrics. It's kind of thin fabric. Very thin. But I mean, not totally. Let's see. It's a pink and white. And selvage says Wyndham Fabrics, 108-inch quilt back design by Whistler Studios. Pickle dish. Pickle dish. Okay. I like it, but I wouldn't have thought to call it pickle dish. This is, so far, I'm very happy with this. For sure I'm going back next month if this keeps up. Because, I mean, we've got a long way to go. Now, this one, we have this one. It was this gray one with remember this one with the gray, with the white flowers, with a little beige center. Okay, it's the same fabric. Only this one is like a royal blue with like much lighter blue flowers and a even lighter blue center in the flowers. You know, they almost look like fireflies. Yeah. Oh, I like this. This is cute. Very simple, cute. See it? It's like doodle flowers, doodling. That's what it reminds me of. So it's white with little beige flowers. I think that's a perfect lining fabric. I really like it. Oh, I can see using this in collage quilting, the leaves. It's a different weave, some of these things. They're supposedly all quilting cottons. But there's Art Gallery Fabrics. Feel the difference. Laurel Sienna. GF Studio. AGF Studio. And see it there, it's leaves. I don't think I need all of it for collage quilting, but I don't know. I think that fabric is going to be put aside for slow stitching and collage quilting. Yeah, very useful for me. I love that. I think this would make both a cute outer for certain things, projects, outer project bag, and lining as well. See it? It's a hot pink with some orangish red stars on it. And they're, like I said, these are all 108 inch. So this is Ruby Star Society. Marchelle ABEGG. Alexia Marchelle ABEGG. Alexa Mark. I can't read that. I need new glasses pretty bad. So please excuse that. I could unfold it all the way so I could get down in there better and see it, but I don't want to unfold it all the way. But it's Ruby Star Quilt Society. That is my first piece of fabric ever from Ruby Star. Okay. Now this is a buffalo plaid. Looks like it's from Wyndham Fabrics. It's a red and black buffalo plaid. And it doesn't really give a collection. It could have been in there and it's just gotten cut off, other than to say it's Wyndham Fabrics. And it's pretty straightforward. I don't need to undo it all the way. And it's more of a canvas than a quilting cotton. So I'm kind of, yeah. Anyway, there you go. I actually know somebody who'd want to, ooh, more grunge. This is kind of a grayish, and once again, this is Moda Fabrics. Kind of a grayish grunge. Much lighter than that other grayish blue kind of grunge. This one's totally grays. And yet another grunge. It's kind of a neutral, kind of a, there's grays and beiges and even kind of a green tint to it. I don't know if you're able to see that or not. You know, grunges are some of the most useful fabrics in my world anyway. Now we already had a piece of this. So we got two pieces of this fabric. This is kind of cute with what all's going on now. This is by Heather Ross. Wyndham Fabrics by Heather Ross. And it's flowers and bunnies. I hope we have... Oh yeah, here's a piece where the bunnies have not all been cut up the middle. Yeah. Hopefully you can see it. It's hard for me to see what you're seeing, but... Flowers and bunnies. I'm very happy with the box so far. I'd say the only thing I'm not certain what I'll use is that buffalo plaid. Sure, I'll find something for it. A lot of people love things with buffalo plaid. Here's just this floral. This is cute. Kind of, they're pink, and some, once again, the mustards and the avocado colored leaves. And the flat pink flowers have red centers. And I want to see if there's a salvage that I can read to tell you the maker. Oh, yes, it's folded this other direction. This is Lori Holt Bee Vintage. It's really cute. This is a really good liner fabric. See that? It's pretty. Kind of real feminine. It's a white with these kind of a beigey flowers. Very pretty. I like it. I would like a project bag with that line. And guess what? We already got some of this. This is our second one. This is the light gray grunge that I showed you some of just a few minutes ago. Got another piece of that. I'd say that's the only thing, although every one of them they've given me, so far there's been 2 of them that I've gotten 2 of the same stack. But I would use those. So, and we got, will be our 3rd one. Remember, we've seen this one. No, I think this one's a different colorway. Yeah, this one's a different color. We had this one with more pinks than these turquoise flowers. So it's the same one, it's just a different colorway. Yeah, that's pretty. So a duplicate, but not a duplicate. I like it, actually. Yeah, it's the same one. Very pretty. Now this is a duplicate. Remember I told you about the squiggle, the one that was, there were like doodle flowers to me. Yeah. So we got that one. This is pretty. This would be a wonderful background fabric. And I have some things that I am looking for background fabrics on. It's, I don't think you're going to be able to see it. It's a white, kind of an off-white. It depends on how the light is hitting it, with like a sunburst. See it? It's not really a floral. See it? But it's almost a floral. I don't know if you can see it or not. But that, I think I have something perfect to use that on. We're getting down to the bottom. Here's another grunge, and it's a turquoise. Isn't that pretty? Another Moda grunge. Oh, this isn't really a grunge, but it's like a water paint splotchy looking fabric. See? Let's see who makes this. I was thinking in my brain I should know who makes it. Let's see. But I don't. Everybody's finally asleep. Clear, he does not understand. All right. Wilmington Prince. Stephen Ryan. Copyright Stephen Ryan, licensed to Wilmington Prince. So here's the last two. See, I got another couple of pieces, another piece of the the red and buffalo plaid. Not sure what I'll do with that. We will see. I'll have it. This reminds me of handkerchiefs. I think it is a handkerchief print. See? Let's see. Open it up a little more. Yeah, it's called Bandana. Whistler Studios. Wyndham Fabrics. So it is. It's a blue bandana. Okay. Well, maybe I'll do something with these two together. Nope, that doesn't quite do it either. But anyway, something will come up, right? Somebody will say, Jackie, do you have any blue buffalo plaid? No, but I have some red buffalo plaid. Will that work? Most people want the black and white buffalo plaid. I've seen a lot of shirts made out of buffalo plaid, though. I'm going to try to put... Yeah, I can't quite figure out this kind of creepy looking flowers. I think this must be Halloween or Gothic or something. I might do a giveaway of this fabric. I honestly don't know what it is, and I can't imagine myself ever using it. I'm wondering, because of the way it feels, if it's an art gallery fabric. I might see if I can find it, and I'll use it as a giveaway. I don't really get into Gothic and all of that. And that's kind of what it looks like to me. Oh, it's definitely unusual. I'm very, very happy. It's a mystery box, so I would expect to get some I didn't care for. I kind of wish there weren't things duplicated like that, but that's okay too. I think it was well worth my money. And this one, I've got a project that I'm going to be quilting that I think this would be a good background fabric for. Some of that white grunge might be good background fabric too for one of them I'm doing. And I've got a couple of these grunges that, yeah, because there was one of them that I was doing that it suggested some color of grunge. I don't remember. But this one, I think, is going to be embroidery fabric. This white one here. Yeah. Because I'm feeling low. Now, this order, and I'm going to go ahead and include it in this order because I'll forget to include it in one of my other, even though this was an opening of this mystery box. I'm going to go ahead and include this. I'm doing Jane Austen things. This is an official pattern from the Jane Austen Center in England, United Kingdom. And it's a lovepoppet.co.uk. Claire Vincent for Love Poppet. So it's a British company, and basically it's authorized by the Jane Austen Center. And this is what your cross stitch. For Jane Austen's, it was to celebrate Jane Austen's 250th, and I bet they probably sell some of this stuff at the at the Jane Austen Center, the Jane Austen House there in the UK. And this one's after the movie Pride and Prejudice. So I thought it might be fun to do it since it was an official one, officially licensed by the bosses themselves. So when it's going to be, if you stitch it on, it's a small project. If you stitch it on 36 count, which is probably where I will end up on it, it ends up being 8 inches by 6 inches. So, and I probably will do this on 36 count. I've even got some fabric I think I'll use on it. So we'll see what size that fabric is. And then I'll say what, I don't think it's a 40 count fabric. So that was my mystery box haul, guys. And then that one pattern. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll try to get this edited and up. And I'll try to get all my little doggy escapades edited out, so you don't have to put up with that. And this is a Friday afternoon, so I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend for Valentine's weekend. Today is Friday the 13th. Oh, I was at physical therapy, and a woman's husband sent her Valentine's flowers at the physical therapy for some reason. And he sent her black roses that had glitter on them. And there was the little card that came with them said, Happy Friday the 13th. You know, something though, she loved it. So in their house, it must have been a ongoing joke or meant something to them. But anyway, so I'll get this edited and uploaded as quickly as I can. And I am going to go ahead and do a cross-stitch video upload for FlossTube here in a little bit. I've kind of made some changes. I haven't gotten any progress done, but I am going to go ahead and go through my current whips. Not my whole whip stash. I'm just not going to do that. I'll talk more about that in the FlossTube. What I'm going to kind of be doing. So we'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.